When did I get a message?
You have one new message.
Hey, JP, you fucking freak, we're partying. Where are you at? I'll chirp you later. Here's Sam.
Hey, JP, we celebrated the game tonight. Stop it.
Give me the phone. My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina. I am not amused.
What up, everyone? DJ Anubis here with you on the Metal Time Radio podcast. Here with a special guest, Sci Fi Sentry. Thank you for joining me, sir. We are on episode 7 of When I Raid Alone, and we've got a lot to talk about tonight. Mainly a few things regarding the World of Warcraft hardcore tournament that's underway. A little bit of Monopoly Go, Diablo 4, some Sniperwolf drama, even though it's not particularly game related, but it's sort of connected. But I'm going to get Sentry's thoughts on some of that because he actually is more familiar with her than I am. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what Sci-Fi has been doing on his channel, the games he's playing and enjoying as well. I had it on the fucking thing. She's already complaining. Yes, I realize that. Ass. Okay, yeah. So, but we'll talk about it. She'll probably pipe in at some point. Okay, so let me explain. Like, we're going to talk about the hardcore stuff because we got a couple of reaction videos, which I found to be incredibly funny. But I wanted you to check it out and see kind of the madness that is. Are you familiar with hardcore when it comes to like Diablo or World of Warcraft? How it works?
No, that's totally new to me because, like I was telling you earlier before we started, the only one I am familiar with is Diablo 3 on PlayStation 3, and it was pretty basic because I don't do online play, but I just did the campaign. I think it was I don't know if I was the barbarian or the rogue, but it's cool because you still create kind of your own character, and I was into it, man. It's just I haven't played it in so long, but it was it's like a beat 'em up style, and you can have multiple people, but that's the only one I'm familiar with. But as far as the hardcore one, no, I'm not.
Yeah, that's one thing I did want to say regarding D3 versus D4 is that I enjoyed the companion that Diablo 3 allows you to have. D4 doesn't do that per se, but
Yeah.
they have some other nice things. A little bit more fluid with the movements and the attacks, but we'll get into some of that later. So anyway, with the World of Warcraft, I've been playing since 2007. Now I haven't been as active. I played Dragonflight a few months back and kind of stopped, especially once Diablo 4 started kicking off. But what they've done is with like classic WoW, they've gone back and they've sort of like rebranded or put out the classic WoW format. So you don't have all the fancier stuff. It's like the slow slogging, grind your way to level 60, I think was what their first one is. So there's this group of streamers. You may or may not be familiar with some of them. They're called OTK, the One True King. The mainly was formed by this gentleman, Asmongold. But it also recently got a couple of new people in the fold with Imaru, as well as Extra Emily. And it consists of Soda Poppin, Mizkif, Esfon. There's just they're like a collective of really popular streamers, and they've made this group. And so what they're doing is in the World of Warcraft, they're with the classic, they're basically with hardcore, you make a character. And unlike regular WoW and everything where you can play, you'll die and then you resurrect yourself and keep going. Hardcore doesn't work like that. So you have one life and you have to try to get to level 60 without dying. Like, and that means going through dungeons or groups of raids. Like I've seen people in raids doing this stuff. Some have been successful, some haven't. It's kind of funny when it falls apart because people are pretty pissed.
Yeah.
But so OTK, I should say Zyru. This is another guy separate from OTK. He wanted to brainstorm this idea of doing a tournament for 100 grand. And
Holy shit.
yeah, anybody can join. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be a part of any streamer or anything. You can join in and do this. You just obviously they have rules. You have to follow these rules and whatnot. But OTK, of course, you know, they're probably doing their own grouping as they're going to try to go and win this 100K or whatever. So I guess Soda Poppin is kind of running that part of it. So he's like the guild master or whatever. So Mizkif and Zyru, they're all part of that guild and they're trying to get to 60 and then they're going to go do what's called a Makara.
Yeah.
And what that is, once you get to level 60 Makara, then the tournament really starts. Like, so the first goal is just getting to 60. A lot of people are not going to make it unless now if you do die, you can recreate another character and try to get there again. But you know, you only have a month to do this before they go tournament. So there's a time limit here. So it's very time sensitive. So these guys are trying to get to 60 and then go, and the tournament starts, and it's kind of like a bracket, you know, just like, you know, you fight certain people, and then if you die, you're out. But they do give you rewards for as far as you can go, like, but of course, the top guy gets the top money. Now, Mizkif, you know, there's this video I'm going to show you, which is pretty funny. It's a bunch of reactions to Mizkif, basically. I think Soda Poppin wants him to get to 60 and not do any side Makaras, which means if you get challenged, you should just kind of avoid that for now and just make sure you get to 60 first.
Yeah.
But there's two videos where Mizkif and Zyru both start doing this stuff, and it's kind of driving Soda Poppin crazy. So we're going to take a look at this, where it's basically a reaction video, and Soda Poppin's kind of flipping out because he doesn't want these guys doing this other stuff because they need to be ready to go for the tournament.
Yeah.
Pulled 8 mobs. Literally everything got pulled. I turn around and we're just dead.
I need to see a clip of how he actually just died. Was it Russell's fault? I need to see. Oh, here's a clip. Thank God. Yeah, I can't fucking work this trash.
Russell, I'm actually dead. How did you pull all these? Please. Russell, I'm actually...
I will say this, Sentry, like when you watch this, I didn't notice it at first because I was too busy looking at what was going on with the screen, like what was going on with Mizkif and what they're doing is they're basically just trying to fight off some like local group mobs. Like no big deal. It's not anything hard. But Mizkif makes a fatal mistake and then tries to blame the other guy. But he has this music playing in the background, which is the YMCA song, and it just makes it funny. It makes it more funny. So
Yeah.
Actually fucking dead! Russell, you actually killed me, you idiot! Russell, you fucking idiot!
Okay, why are we in a call?
Oh my god. Oh no.
Why are we going in the raid?
no.
Why don't we go in the guild Discord and discuss what happened?
Oh no.
No, let's go in the guild Discord and discuss what happened. I'm not gonna do this in a call. Come on.
I don't. We're.
All right. So where's Miz?
He's in the channel above us. If you want to pull him.
Okay.
On one
All right.
now. Oh.
Hey, so walk
okay.
me through what happened.
Okay. So I was just explaining to him that I was scared that we were going to die because that he might just accidentally pull something and then fuck us over.
Okay.
And for some reason, now here's the thing: we actually don't know because the footage isn't reviewed yet. But for some reason, there were 6,
Farewell.
whatever they're called, laborers following us,
Mm-hmm.
and they ran him down.
Now, why'd they run him down, not you?
That's the thing. I don't know. I had 3 on me. He had like maybe 4. I that's the thing. I don't know. I can't even explain how that happened.
What were y'all doing?
We were just hanging out for.
I think the worst part is I can't remember. I'm sure they're gonna say it. Mizkif hadn't really been that far up in the level. I think he was only like level 10 to 20 or something. He hadn't even got that far into it before he died. So it was really like something they didn't see coming.
Yeah.
So it makes it worse.
Looking, exploring our bond.
Okay, so Gizmo reviewed it. I reviewed. I think Mizkif let a mob run away, and then it came back through a pack. So you didn't fully kill a mob.
No, they were literally all on Russell, and then I grabbed them, and then I died.
Oh, here, I have it here. I'll screen share so you guys can see what
Russell,
the fuck.
you did do it.
Can we just listen? I didn't say I didn't do it.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Shut up.
Let's just review it to make sure I did.
All right, we're gonna VOD review here. So here you guys are. You're both safe. You're happy. Everyone here is having a good time. Okay.
That's actually a good friend.
You're damn near one-shotting mobs. It is crazy you can die in a situation like this. Is impressive, to be honest. Okay.
Russell, it's fucking time.
He didn't kill it.
So that mob.
Where's the second mob at that he attacked, or the first one?
Why didn't you kill that mob?
We have to get in this fucking cave, and I almost died in here multiple times.
I'm not gonna. Okay, I just pulled one.
No.
I'm a doctor.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back. Watch this mob right here. Watch
Yes.
it. Like
Russell, it's fucking time.
it's gone. It's no one killed it. You just left it.
Wait.
The music even kicks in.
No.
For those that don't know, what happens with certain mobs in World of Warcraft is you can fight one. If you do not kill it right away, sometimes they will run back to some friends and bring them to come follow you. So you have to understand that even if you're not in hardcore where you're just one and done, you don't want that to happen because they will jump your ass and kill you anyway. So Mizkif is fighting that character. It has like 10% left and then runs up over a hill, which is clearly going after to go get some buddies. And Mizkif tries to blame Russell for it when really it was Mizkif who should have finished off that particular tune.
Yeah.
He's not looking at the clip.
What's he looking at?
His hands. He's looking at his hands right now.
Okay. Hang on, we're still watching here. Okay.
Why are all these rats after you?
So where did those come from? That wasn't me. They're all on him. They're all on him.
The fucking music. I'm so annoyed that it's so goodly lined up. Okay, now they're on Miz because he fucking first aided.
I don't think so.
Okay, so
I'm actually dead. Russell, I'm actually dead. How did
who
you
pulled
pull
him
me?
though?
All right, so whose fault is this really? Honestly, I can't see your screen, but I will say it is on Miz as well. It is there is absolutely
Bro.
a lot of fault on Miz. At least 50%. I don't know what's going on in your screen. Because the thing is, you could have also killed it, Russell, right? You guys just left
I
a
was
mob.
behind him. No, I was behind him. I couldn't have killed it. I didn't even see that there was a mob. But
I mean, you're right fucking there next to, you could have been, hey, kill that mob. I don't know. You're right. This might actually mostly be Mizkif's fault
listen,
that he died.
I just don't know where those mobs came from.
Russell to save him or something. I did something to stop them, and then he just fucking left me to die. I literally was changing the song to the YMCA
Yep,
to
I
fucking
remember that.
to get everyone excited, and it just didn't work in my favor.
I think that
I don't know. It's a pretty good clip.
it is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I don't know if you saw. It is actually a funny clip.
so fucking funny.
Miz, listen, I think we should give him a pass because he was just trying to be a good friend and save me.
I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, you want to keep the rule? Are you fucking done, Miz, or do you want to level again? Because the thing is, I don't care what you
this
want.
is so sad.
You're
This is
leveling
so
again.
sad.
I like how Miz like flipped his table over in the back. He was so mad about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, the punishment that Soda Poppin on the bottom there gives him, he gives him what's called a punishment pizza. So basically, you order him a pizza, and it has like feta cheese and like mushrooms and jalapenos. Like it's probably the worst combination you can have. And Mizkif had to eat a slice. I think Russell did too, but they didn't show him on screen. But yeah, most of his other video is just more reactions to that. But the music and everything else was like very hilarious on that. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts checking that out for the first time?
Why I'm glad that I have a very, very small attention span when it comes to video games, because that way I don't flip out when I freaking keep dying, and I don't throw shit, and I don't freaking like break anything expensive that I have, or yeah, it was funny. It was kind of funny, man. But I'm just like, those guys are like they that's what they do, man. They probably do it for a living, or they're glued to that, play that all day, or they play that for a good amount of hours, man. I can't, even if I tried, man, I couldn't do that. But I mean, it looks like it's fun, man. But it's even like the world, it's World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like I didn't even. There's so many different iterations and storylines and stuff like that. I don't even know like which one they're in now, or what's the most modern one, or anything like that. The only thing I do remember is just watching the movie, but that's pretty much it. But no, it's funny, bro. It has its comic relief to it when they're all when they're bitching each other out and all this stuff. But that's what they do, man. That's what that it's just like us. It's like the hobbies that I have. We have Godzilla, we have this, we have that, but these guys, like they take passion in that. You know what I'm saying? And
Speaking of, apparently, there's a TV spot for -1 now. I didn't watch it because I don't want to get too much shit given away to me. But I saw this image online, and like it's both terrifying and fucking amazing at the same time.
oh wow, I saw that too.
Yeah, that is nuts. So I
Yeah.
don't know if that's actually in the movie. It looks like it is, but that looks nuts. So I'm really excited for that when it gets released. All right. Well, this second video is again part of this whole like tournament thing. Now this time, this is Zyru who kind of came up with the idea with the tournament. He's also part of the guild that was Soda Poppin and Mizkif, and he's leveling up, but he takes it upon himself to do a side Makara. He's not really supposed to. Now it works out in his favor, but Soda Poppin's like pissed. Now here we're gonna watch this one now.
Yeah.
What are you fucking doing?
Oh, hey, friend.
Wait, dude, you didn't even get a fucking ear out of it. Why are you risking your character? We're worried about even having enough level 60s, and you're Magrawing fucking worthless peasants that are level 12 and have nothing. For no glory. No one cares. No one's impressed.
Bro, listen up. Are you saying I was gonna lose that? Like, I wasn't risking shit,
you
bro.
spent the whole time. You spent the whole fucking time trying to not miss your nade.
Yeah.
That's all you did.
And did I miss it? Did I miss it?
No, but it's
I
like
didn't miss it.
What did you gain? What did you gain?
I didn't gain shit. This guy comes out of nowhere talking shit, saying he's gonna kick my ass. I'm not gonna let him. I'm not gonna let him do that.
What if he had bait gear?
If he had bait gear, he's level 12. I should have still won.
Guys, you won't believe how I just lost my barbarian warrior, and it's a great fucking thumbnail, I'm sure. Stop it.
All right, dude, bro, I'm not losing that duel, right? And if I did, it's cringe. Like, if I lost, I deserve to lose because he's 3 levels under me.
And then I get fucked
Why
because
do you
of
get
your
fucked?
stupidity. Because I'm losing a warrior. I have no one in this guild. Sorry, I have no one.
You need me to carry you through Molten Core?
I need you to fucking do your job.
Bro,
do your role.
I'm one of the highest
Level
levels
warrior.
in the guild. You don't gotta worry about me, man. We'll be fine.
And you're setting an example. You're one of the only people actually playing, and you're killing yourself.
I didn't die, man. I didn't die. We didn't risk anything. We're good. We're good.
If you mock Garah again, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Okay.
You do not mock Garah without fucking asking me first.
Wait, what if I don't lose? It's fine though, right?
No.
What?
Stop. There's a reason why you've lost 7 warriors. 7.
Yeah, 2 of them were like just stupid deaths. Like, so those don't count.
5. Like, it's still 5.
No, another one was stupid too, or another 2 of those were stupid.
Okay, and you know what? This death would have been fucking dumb as well.
Yeah, dude, if that guy came with double Crusader or something and like hella twink gear and I died, that would have been pretty bad.
Like, how did that even happen?
I don't know. He whispered me talking shit, saying he wanted the Makara, and then I sent the duel and he ran away. And I said keep running, and then he came back like 10 minutes later and wanted to go. So I mean, what am I like? What do you want me to do? Just say no?
Yeah, just say no.
I wouldn't want, even if I was doing that, bro, I would not want some dude freaking yelling at me, or I would not want to have some dude telling me, motherfucker, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. If I'm a part, I wouldn't even be a part of something like that, because I would just be like, no, dude, I write solo. That way I don't have to have nobody down my throat. I don't have to have anybody telling me, don't do this, don't do that. I would be like, go fuck yourself, and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. but like I said, that's just me though. These guys who do this, I mean, that's their thing, that's their hobby, that's their love, that's their passion for that shit, and yeah, talking shit, man. Fuck, I used to have little kids, like when I used to play Street Fighter online, I used to beat all these people, and then I started going up in levels and started, really fighting the real good fucking, players, and they were all little kids, probably like 12, 13, 14. They're kicking my ass. I don't have a microphone. I don't have that mic or whatever, but I can hear one of them saying, he's a little kid talking shit, say, man, you suck. And I'm like, oh, dude, I told him, if you only knew who I was, motherfucker, you little shit. I'd be like, if you only knew who I was. But yeah, but it's I don't know, man. It's crazy though. But like I said, you got to be into that shit. You have to be into that though.
Yeah, because you mentioned like the guy could have had bait gear, and this is the first I've heard of that in terms of like, just because I'm like you, I kind of, when I raid alone. So
yeah.
There are people out there, they're called griefers, and they'll run around and they'll try to get you to die through other means. Like even if you don't challenge them directly, they could try to aggro a mob to come your way and then jump you. So, but in some cases, the other day there's this streamer named Zeke, very good at the game, very good at hardcore, etc. He's probably in a tournament still. He was running around, mock around with people and doing a very good job. He came across a guy who challenged him, but it was a different faction. So you have Horde and Alliance. So I think Zeke was Horde, so the guy that was challenging was Alliance guy. So when it first happens, when the challenge is met, you can't see what they have as gear or any kind of buffs or anything. So the guy clearly was what they call stream sniping. So he was having somebody tell him where Zeke was. Like Zeke's like this guy that if you can beat him in Makara, you make a name for yourself, yada yada yada. So he was looking for Zeke, found him, and then when Zeke saw when he accepted the challenge, basically he saw this guy had all these different buffs, like just buff to the max, like if he was going to go into a raid or something. So he was really setting himself up to win. And technically, as they started, Zeke couldn't do any damage to him at all. He was playing a paladin or a warrior, I think. So this guy is like, even though Zeke's holding his own and running back and staying out of like, physical range, the warrior's just not taking any, or the paladin's not taking any hits.
Yeah.
And so, but what happens is out of that video, and someday I'll show you off screen someday if you want to see it, but it's hilarious because Zeke is very smart. So he knew that he wasn't going to beat this guy just straight up. So he had to find another means of getting out of the thing. So he took the guy, which I guess there's only a certain radius when you're dueling that you have to stay in. So if you go outside of that for a period of time, let's say 30 seconds to a minute, you get disqualified. It's almost like being on a mat. You used to be a fighter, so you know about the mats and how you out of bounds and all that stuff is. So he's dragging him to this out of bounds area, and when he gets the paladin there, he's a mage, so he threw a frost on him and froze him. Went back into the ring, and the guy got timed out. Now, the guy didn't technically lose the match, but what happens is if you get disqualified in a Makara, you are debuffed like severely for 3 days, 3 game days. So he couldn't even log out if he wanted to, because if you log out and log back in, you still have to wait those 3 days. It doesn't count while you're offline. So he basically outsmarted this guy by getting to go out of bounds and then freezing him and then jumping back in so that the guy got disqualified. So he beat somebody who really technically should have beaten his ass. So it's kind of that's what's cool about these streams and these tournaments is that you get to see people. I'm not any good at like PvP or stuff like this, so I could never do this. But it's cool watching these guys who are very good at this do this kind of stuff. And it's funny, like, Mizkif doing just dumb shit, getting himself killed or whatever. So that is the World of Warcraft Makara tournament in a core nutshell. Now,
I just had a question though. I had a question though, man.
Sure.
Like, shit. This is mostly PC gaming or is it console?
PC. There's always been talk that maybe Blizzard will try to go to console, but a lot of the diehards, like already, like Asmongold's been like one of the main guys who play World of Warcraft for years, and he kind of hates the whole new direction. He'll still play it a little bit, but he doesn't really like the mechanics of it all. So he's been pushing for like a total reset on World of Warcraft. He wants to go back to Classic, which is what you're kind of seeing there with that gameplay. It's like a lot more sluggish, it takes a lot longer and stuff like that. I'm not really in favor of that per se. I like kind of the newer look and vibe. There's some things I don't like about it, but it's not enough to really make me hate it more than what I hated when I started. Because one thing Neko would tell you, the very first night that I played it, I was up till 7 a.m. and she came down for work and she's like, "Have you been playing all night?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she just started laughing and went back upstairs. So it's a very addicting game, but it can be time consuming, especially back then when it was much slower at leveling.
Yeah.
So speaking of Neko, she has been playing this game on the Android phone, and it's for iPhone too, I'm sure, called Monopoly Go.
Oh wow.
So I normally don't even like these games because it's all about the microtransactions. If you want to keep playing, you got to throw some money this way or that way.
Yeah.
but it you know, that is the thing about these games, is that they're addicting. So yeah, well, she has a strategy. I don't. I just like get dice and do my thing and then steal money from people. But uh but yeah, so it's a very interesting game. I've got a little quick trailer here just to show you the gameplay of it. So we'll just give this a whirl real quick.
Cool.
I will explain the gameplay and offer tips and tricks and guide you on how to succeed in the game. First, the gameplay. The gameplay in Monopoly Go is fairly simple. You roll the dice by tapping the Go button and move down the Monopoly board. Along the way, you can collect money, attack other players' cities, stage bank heists, and purchase new properties. Some spaces on the board, such as chance cards and the community chest, can offer rewards or require you to pay income tax. The two most lucrative roles are the shutdown and the bank heist. Shutdown. The shutdown allows you to attack another player's city and make a significant amount of money. If the attack is blocked, you will only make half the money, but if the other player has no shields left, you will make the full amount. Other players can also destroy your buildings with a shutdown, and you will have to pay to fix them. Shields. You can hold up to 3 shields at a time, which protects you from attacks in a shutdown mode. Once you run out of shields, you won't be able to block attacks, but you can get a free shield by landing on a specific space on the board. Bank Heist. The Bank Heist is a card matching game where you can steal money from another player. You can flip over as many cards as you want until you match 3 identical cards. The larger the heist, the more money you can steal. Players can also steal your money with a bank heist, so spend all your money before turning off the game to minimize losses. Building upgrades. You can use the money you collect to purchase and upgrade buildings, which add houses to your board and boost your income. Upgrading buildings and purchasing new ones increase your net worth and allow you to move on to another city. Moving to a new city offers more lucrative roles and pays more money, but also requires more building upgrades, which are more expensive. Quick wins. Be sure to check out the quick wins button in the top bottom left corner of your screen, which offers side quests that reward you with cash and rolls. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe.
So that is Monopoly Go in a nutshell.
I had to jump
Neko! Neko!
So I'm in my sweatpants, all right? Like I literally got home.
Do you know Asmon and Imiru and all them? They play all day in their pajamas. That's what they do.
I had a long day. I've had a long. It's just gonna keep getting crazier at work. I have to leave on Sunday to travel again. So anyway, but Monopoly Go has become kind of like my own little crack addiction. So.
I mean, you even gotta pay income tax. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, pay income tax and then pay like, you know, and then you still have to pay, right, to keep playing? Or
so you get, when you start, they give you like dice, a good chunk of dice when you're just starting out, and it hooks you, right? But the way that you are going to level up is by coming up with the proper strategy. So to level up, you want to boost your rolls. Instead of just ×1, you can boost it up higher so that you collect more money and collect more prizes at the time. The little side things, what they're saying on there is they give you can get more prizes, like more dice, more money. And the best part about it, though, is they have this like sticker trading thing, which is you can go on Discord, Reddit,
Well, it used to be Facebook.
There's so many like little groups where people trade their stickers, and the whole idea is you collect these sticker albums and then you get more prizes. So it's a total like reward based constantly. It's like, I just won more dice. And then when you have 0 dice, it's like, oh, well, you can buy more dice for $2.99. So it's like very easy. He and I have bought dice before. It's like, oh yeah, it's $2.99. And then you're like, oh yeah, it's $3.99. And by the end of the week, you're like, how much did I spend on this? So we've realized how easy it is to get sucked into it. But I've kind of come up with a strategy. And if any other Monopoly Go players are out there, you can agree or disagree on me. You have these landmarks that you have to build, and it builds your net worth. And as you increase your net worth, you also get more rolls, more prizes, special stickers, etc. So as you are doing all of this, you do regenerate rolls for free. And then you get every 8 hours, you get a free gift. And it's usually money and rolls. And then you have daily quests. And if you do your daily quests and you meet those goals, you get stickers, money, and rolls. And when you complete your sticker albums, you get money and more dice. So the whole idea is to try to collect as many. Some people, because it is very easy. You're like, oh, I've got like 20 rolls. I don't do that. I wake up in the morning. I've been regenerated all night, so I have my maximum amount of rolls, and then you get your free rolls in the morning from your daily gift, and then you have your daily treats that you get. So I wait and I let it all build up, and then I multiply my rolls so that I get more money and I get to my goals faster, and that way I can get more things. And then he and I and my sister plays and my mother plays, and I'm always like,
It's a family
you
affair.
got some extra stickers for me? Because like him, he
Y'all got any more of them
got
stickers?
some more of the stickers. He just joined because if you get people to
Got any some of them stickers?
Yeah,
I got these cheeseburgers, man. I got these cheeseburgers, man.
The old Dave Chappelle drug addict. Oh, got any more of them stickers?
So when he first started there, I told him, I said, I'm inviting you to this game, but you don't have to play. Just accept my invite because I'll get 100 dice for you to join. So then he started playing, and he's like, he was barely playing. He was still like on the first board, and you start leveling up, and I'm like on board 105 now. What are you on?
46.
So
God damn.
Yeah, she's been playing this a while.
I've been playing it. I've been playing it maybe a month. It just gets to the point where you have to come up with a strat. I have some people that are like in my friends list that are people I've met through the sticker trading groups. They're like, my net worth is like 3,500. Their net worth is like 7,500. I mean, some of these people just go in and crush these tournaments, get the top prizes. But if you get the top prizes, you get the rare sticker packs. So then you get the better stickers, and then you can trade with people. Or you can really, like, if you have a really rare sticker, you'd be like, yeah, I'll trade this sticker, but I want all 5 of your sticker trades that are at least 4 stars. And the stickers have value because you can trade the stickers back into the vault and get more stickers and more dice.
Yeah, the one good advice she gave me on this game, though, is that when you get your money, you have to spend it. So you're putting houses and hotels on your board.
Don't leave money in your bank.
Because people who come across
steal.
you, they will try to steal your money. So the less money you have, the less they have to take.
I put it into my properties. Now, again, they can shut down your properties too, but you have shields that protect your properties. So even if you get your properties destroyed, you can fix them, but you can never get your money back ever. So if you leave a lot of money in your bank and someone does a bank heist on you, all your money's gone. And I learned that the hard way. I just like was saving up money. I didn't buy anything or whatever, and I put the game down for a while because I had something else to do. And I'm like, I have $0 now, and I was really pissed. But it's kind of like really funny too, because it's like the rolls are your opportunity. So the more rolls you have, you can be more reckless.
It's all about the dice.
So if you have more dice rolls, you'll start like do like 50 times multiplier, 20 times multiplier. There's one point I had 5,000 dice and I blew through it so fast because I was putting it at the max multiplier, but then I'm getting
7-11.
Yeah.
It's really funny that you say that, because right when I first started playing Monopoly Go, I was in Cincinnati and I went to a casino for the first time, and I was playing craps, and I learned 7 or 11. I'm like, what? That's what that So
Play some craps. Come on, this dude. We should have played that at G-Fest, man. We should have played that at G-Fest for like quarters and dimes, nickels and dimes. We should have played that shit.
I took $60 out of the ATM, right? And the ATMs in casinos are so shady. You have to be careful because you can take out a loan at the ATM to the casino. This is for like serious degenerate gamblers. So it'll be like ATM, other credit card. And if you don't watch yourself, you're paying like a 55% interest on a loan that you took out of the ATM, which of course you're going to have to pay back. And so I took $60 out, got my chips, went and played craps, and I'm just doing like the minimum bet, $15, you know, won a little bit, and I stopped for a little while, and I went and played in roulette and lost like $30 immediately. But there's a dude next to me playing craps, had like $100 and $500 chips. And that's what I'm kind of coming back to, where, you know, the opportunity of multiplying everything, you have to like kind of save up your rolls, because then you get the biggest payout. So the rolls are always like your opportunity, because you're always going to be able to roll and make more. Every time you roll, you're going to make money, because you're either going to have someone on one of your properties on the Monopoly board, or where you land, you can get money too. So if you have no rolls, you're never going to make any money. If you have a couple of rolls, you're not going to make a lot of money. And then on these little side quests that they have, if you hit certain like goals, you get more dice or better cards, or so it's just ridiculous. I don't know how I got sucked into a game, but there was a time, like, especially when you first start, that's what I was saying, like the microtransactions, when you first start playing, it's like so addictive, and it's like, you're out of rolls. No, it says keep rolling.
Which reminds me, did you send me stickers today?
I didn't send you any stickers today. You don't
fucking one way.
I didn't get any seashell sea yet. That's the one you need.
Well, you can just send me randos.
No, because I'm trying to get up to 500 stars. So if I send you randos, I'm only going to send you 1 stars.
I send her 3 stars.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much for that, though. But you're not getting my 3 stars, because
the closest I get to the closest I ever got to gambling was just playing freaking arcade games. That's it.
But that's what I mean. Like, I had never been like to a casino.
I don't gamble in real life. No. People say, "Hey, you want to bet on a football game?" I'm like, nope.
We used to do stuff like football pools and stuff when I was out on the ships, because it was just
that was low money though.
Yeah, we were just like entertaining ourselves, and I would take a picture of the football pool and send him one. So I'd do one for me and one for him to see who did better. I actually won one time, but it was his picks. So, but.
Yeah, I play square. Well, we do squares like here, like during Super Bowl or during the playoffs.
Yeah, we do that too.
We do squares. I mean, my dad will buy me a square, like $5, $10. I don't mind, whatever. But that's the closest I get to it. That's the closest I get to it.
I would not do the slot machines at the casino, because I knew instinctively that I all the flashing lights and stuff, and you don't have chips when you're at the slot machine. It's all credits. And you put your card in, and it just keeps charging your card. So it's so easy to lose track of like how much a credit is. I was like, I need to have tangible chips in my hand, or I'm going to. And I seriously have never really been in a casino. Just lights are flashing. It was a Hard Rock Cafe casino, so there's like all these cool, like, they have all these old costumes from different singers, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool.
Now, for anyone who's going to be watching this, if you're wondering why we don't have separate screen for Neko, it's because we're having issues with our mic. So I may end up having to go back to just one mic, have to reposition the camera going down. I think I have some ideas.
I'm gonna look into the software.
But I think we're gonna probably have her sitting next to me again. But I'm just gonna try to find a way to make it work comfortably.
I'm gonna look at the software, because there's also Voice Meter Potato too. There's a different.
Well, I think I have them all, but I don't know. But we'll figure it out.
Because it's a setting thing, is finding out. And, and you have to have like your settings set up right. And we can play with it, So anyway.
All right. Well,
so you guys get back to it. I'm very busy.
She's done now.
I'm done. How long?
Bye, Neko.
See ya.
Bye, Neko.
Bye, Neko. Neko.
Where is my Neko? Where's Neko and Hazel?
Your cat? I don't know. They're upstairs.
Well, I gave them a snack. So.
Okay. So
there's that. On
to our next topic. And you're a little bit familiar with Sniperwolf. I was not. Now, I'm going to get into first. I'm going to be playing a video from Moist Critical. He's another streamer who really kind of was the first one to bring up the stuff that I had noticed about this particular topic. Now, Sniperwolf, as you pointed to when we were off screen, used to do streaming game videos, but the rumor or thing was apparently she was having someone play games for her while she was streaming, which oh, that chick, yeah, that chick.
Yeah.
So now she went to just doing reaction videos to TikTok, stuff like that, YouTube, whatever. And now even that has gotten the attention of a guy named Jack Films. And obviously, if you're someone who has a lot of followers and subscribers, you get monetized, you make money. She has like 33 point something million followers, I guess. She's been doing this for a while, apparently. So recently I should say she's been doing these reaction videos. Now, Jack Films, this guy Jack, I don't know if that's his real name or not, but he was basically making claims that one, her reaction videos aren't very transformative. So you and I both know if we're doing videos for reviews, whatever, even if we're just gonna watch something and talk through it or whatever, we're transforming the original video to our own commentary.
Yeah.
She apparently wasn't doing a lot to change the stuff that she was reacting to. So that was a problem he had with it because he felt like YouTube would normally not let you get monetized for something like that because it's kind of like breaking that rule.
Yeah.
The second thing was she wasn't totally giving credit to the people she was reacting to. So normally if you do a reaction video to like once we're done here today, I'm going to be giving out links to these guys that we've been talking about because it's their stuff. So
Yeah.
we've been commenting on their stuff. So you have to give credit to the original source. So she apparently wasn't doing that consistently. So he was kind of pushing back on it. She kind of coming down on her a little bit. And basically he ended up making this parody YouTube channel. So he had his own, and then he created a new one that was parodying all her reacted. So he's making fun of her reacting to other videos.
Wow.
So she apparently got found out or butthurt about it. And she was I guess she works as a model outside of the streaming stuff. So because she's cute face, whatever. So she was apparently nearby where he lived and found out where he lived.
Oh, wow.
So she got on stream late at night, pretty late at night, apparently. Started talking to her followers, said, hey, I'm about 5 minutes from where Jack lives. You want me to go over there and talk to him? So she shows up, at least to his lawn. And there's a video of Jack talking about this while he was streaming. And there's people telling him she's just right outside your door. So he didn't open the door, but he's clearly disturbed by her being there. And apparently she has like a bit of a rough past history with like armed robbery. And you said she's kind of like a crazy chick. So apparently that falls right under that umbrella. Now, I'm just going to say
than anything, but
yeah. So I'm going to set the record straight because I'm going to have a bit of a controversial take after I show the video, but what she did was 100% wrong. What she did deserves to be banned from the platform and could 100% be something that she could face legal consequences. Like he could have her charged because that's a crime.
Yeah.
So before I get into my other interpretation of this whole thing, because I think there's more to it than just that. I'm going to show you the video from Moist Critical. And now there's more to come out. I haven't seen this video yet, so he's going to talk a little bit more about it. I think it's about 10 minutes. So he's just going to kind of break it down, what's going on, where we're at. Because I know recently her sister started piping in. That didn't help matters. So here we go. I don't think you know anything about this particular deal. So this will be new to you.
Okay.
So let's go.
Wolf is a lot like the aliens on the Buzz Lightyear ride at Disney World, just getting blasted. Every single corner of the internet is coming together to talk about the Sniperwolf situation and the doxing against a fellow YouTuber, Jack's Films. From the surface to the shadowy underbelly of the internet, everyone is discussing it. YouTubers, Redditors. If Yahoo Answers still existed, there'd be 50 threads about this by now. I mean, it is everywhere. It's remarkable how big it's become. I'll give you the brief nutshell on it in case you don't know what I'm referring to, but I know you do. If you're watching this video right now on the internet, you are at least loosely familiar with who she is and what she just did, because she just broke one of the 10 commandments of being online. She took an internet dispute into the god-forsaken wasteland we call the corporeal dimension, the real world. Wake the fuck up, samurai. Usually internet beef is just served up medium rare online, but she served this beef medium dare you to commit a crime. Man, that shit was lame. But kind of like Dr. Seuss rhyming that one, actually. Kind of fire. But what I'm saying is, what started as just Jax Films making fun of Sniperwolf for her content and pointing out that what she's doing is bad, escalated into her being so upset about it that she found his address, went to his address, posted it on her Instagram. Not the address per se, but just posted his house on her Instagram, bragging about it, saying, you know, it's time we talk it out like adults. Which, of course, is the furthest thing from talking it out, unless, of course, you're an unhinged lunatic. This is just senseless yapping to try and justify what she did here. You can't do that. It's borderline criminal. So she posted it, 5 million of her Instagram followers to see, which, of course, made Jax Films and his wife feel very unsafe in their home. And since then, she hasn't said anything about it. I think it's only a matter of time before she makes an apology video. It's really just an if instead of, nope. The expression is, it's a matter of when instead of if. I think it's inevitable. The only thing that remains to be seen is where it's going to rank on the YouTuber apology tier list. So that's the only question I have left about that. But this is only the beginning of a really bad week for Sniperwolf. She's having a worse week than King Kong fans right now with the release of the worst fucking game of the year, Rise of Kong. She also had a lot of people digging through her catalog of content, and they found something very not good. Very, weird, let's say. I can't show you anything here because I think there is a chance that it's completely against YouTube's terms. It's her encouraging some seemingly underage individuals to do some degenerate acts on video in the way
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what he's referring to. And I don't know how true it is either. Apparently, way back, she was encouraging this little girl, young girl, to do twerking on video or something. Like, I don't know anything about it other than the fact that they mentioned it. Yeah, so it was really weird because somebody else mentioned that she had done this, and I'm like, well, I don't know like how true that is and what the ramifications are or why. It sounds like, you know, especially after what you were saying, that the girl is just not quite up, you know, not really all there. And so, like, I don't know, sometimes with, yeah, and I know you've seen it too, like you and I, we seem like the more grounded of streamers out there. And so, like, you get some of these people that become really popular, and it's because of the wrong reasons. Would you agree with that? Yeah. All right. So yeah, apparently that's what he's referring to. There was, and he'll explain more maybe if he can. Like, he's not going to show it obviously, and he shouldn't. But it was something to do with some young girl that she was encouraging to twerk, and I don't know what that's all about, but bad behavior.
That's just stupid, bro. Like, I don't.
She encouraged them was almost like a wager you'd see out of a bad Brazzers film. She wagered her tits, saying that if these underage-looking individuals did what she asked them to do, she'd show tits. This was a video back in like 2014. They do it, and then like one of the kids' moms walks in. It's like very fucking odd, awful shit. And this is just another, you know, alarming thing that Sniperwolf has in the backlog of her lore. As I was rendering this video, people found another seemingly illegal, potentially, piece of content that Sniperwolf has on her channel. In this video, she's talking to strangers on Omegle, and then she meets this girl who says that she's 16, and then agrees to show each other.
Now, how much you want to bet if she came across Vladimir that he would flash her?
Yeah. Plus, he's gone.
Russian man.
Yeah, I'm Vladimir. Look at this big Russian man. Big Russian man. Yeah, but at least Vladimir. Yeah, but at least Vladimir's not a fucking. At least he's not a weirdo and shit.
Right. Well, I was gonna say that the most recent video I saw, he's actually portraying himself as Barbie. So Neko probably needs to catch that at some point.
Their boobs, and the 16-year-old flashes the camera, which Sniperwolf does censor, but that doesn't make it okay. I'm pretty sure that's still illegal. You can't just have an underage person being sexual on video and then just say, hey, wait a minute, Buster, it's fine because it's censored. It's like, what the fuck? And the video is still up right now. And in the whole clip, it's not like there was some, like, you know, just kidding, not actually 16, actually in my 20s. There was nothing like that. After that happens, Sniperwolf just said that, you know, she's fake like her or whatever, and then disconnects. So it really seems like she just had a minor flash the camera on a YouTube video. It's fucking crazy. Now I'm going to go ahead and mention something I've seen a few comments talking about to explain what actually happened in this clip here. And I don't know if this is like the Sniperwolf Defense Squadron operating under DEF CON protocol, so they're in full force trying to figure out any way of explaining this really awful shit. But I'm going to go ahead and share this anyway, just to be complete with the subject. There's some people saying that that wasn't actually a 16-year-old, it was a bot that was just spamming the chat, and Sniperwolf was like reacting to it, knowing it was a bot, knowing it wasn't an actual 16-year-old, and that the person, the girl in the video clip, was just a like cam model or something that's supposed to drive people to some kind of cam site. I don't know enough about Omegle to know if that's something that happens, but regardless, this is still an extremely concerning clip. But rest assured, Sniperwolf fans, there's still one entity still very much on the side of Sniperwolf, and that's YouTube. This is the update I want to give today. It wasn't so much just going over like where everything's at here. It's YouTube's response to all this, because it is so big, and doxing is, you know, it's borderline criminal, of course. What would YouTube's response be? They have cracked down on that kind of activity very hard in the past. So obviously, most people were expecting some kind of action to be taken. It's just wondering what. So far, they've only made like vague references to it or vaguely talked around it. There hasn't been any kind of statement from them about what they plan to do about this situation, aside from a couple of tidbits that they've talked about that seem to indicate that they're not going to do anything. But I don't think anything's 100% confirmed as like this is the path they're taking. But they have publicly made this tweet in the midst of all this. Would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? Which is such a lame fucking ChatGPT generated tweet. That is like the most how do you do fellow kids shit ever, and comes at the worst possible time because Sniperwolf is a reactor to TikTok content and all that, so clearly this is very poorly timed, unless of course this is their way of like trying to show support for Sniperwolf, which it very well could be. They have made a lot of tweets about her, all very positive. In fact, this whole situation between Jax Films and Sniperwolf really started catching fire when YouTube themselves made a tweet saying, "Where does Sniperwolf get her ideas?" And then they also made another one talking about how, like, Sniperwolf is our turbo super creator of the year. Unbelievable. So just like these very, very positive, pumping their fist Sniperwolf fan tweets. This one, of course, got community noted. For additional context, it needs to be known that this tweet was written in the wake of a controversy regarding a reaction YouTuber, Sniperwolf, who recently leaked the personal information of a fellow creator on the platform, Jax Films, and then it cites one of the many sources. I almost can't help but be impressed and appreciate how bold this tweet from YouTube is here, though. To just drop this shit. Would it be too meta to react to a reaction video? Oh, like, they know this is going on. Like, they have loosely acknowledged the situation and...
What's that?
No, nothing. No.
I don't know. Neko was saying something too, but she was...
Oh, okay, my bad.
I was just gonna say, I think there's some settings we can look at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know, the thing about YouTube, and you know, I noticed like the other day, Samurai was posting a little bit about how YouTube is cutting out some of the stuff and blocking some stuff just because of how the algorithm works. And it's kind of frustrating for guys like him who are getting monetized and stuff like that. You and I aren't there, so we're not really worrying about that part of it. But, I'm not surprised that YouTube would back Sniperwolf here. Like I said, she has like 33 point something million subscribers or followers. And the reality is that she makes money for them and herself.
Yep.
But I don't think she'd be alone. Like you can find just about any, like if Asmongold did some crazy shit, he would not be banned either, I don't think, because the money is just pouring in with these big streamers.
Yeah.
Now what I will say is when it comes to like this whole thing, like Jack's Films had a problem, and you can hear kind of Moist critical, and just about any other streamer that's covering this are saying the same things. Like they don't like her content. They don't think she does much. I'm gonna push back a little bit here and just say that this is where it's a bit controversial. I'm gonna push against the grain because people will get mad at me. I don't care, but here's the thing: Jack Films doesn't like the way that she does content. It feels like it breaks YouTube's rules. Okay, I get that. But I have to wonder why he's not dedicating an entire channel page to tearing down YouTube and all their faults, like all the things they do that are hypocritical or contradictory to their rules.
Yeah.
It's like if you're going to try to stop a behavior, right? Trying to stop her or make fun of her, that's not going to do anything. In fact, if anything, it's giving her nothing but clout. You are bringing her to the forefront for more people to either follow her or whatever. So you just gave her clout for free. You're not even getting. Well, I mean, he's getting paid because he has quite a few followers himself. But he's helping her get more views, more of this and that. That helps pay her and YouTube. So either this is the biggest scam of the century, and these two are just, collaborating to try to do some beef up their channels a little bit. I don't know, but I find it kind of weird that he's so willing to go after her, make a channel dedicated to her, and not challenge YouTube. Like I know the reasons why, because if you dedicate a channel to YouTube and badmouth them, they're gonna ban you. That's bad. That's bad business for them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Here's the other thing, and this is even more controversial, is that Jack created this page, this channel to make fun of her. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. It's free to do what you want. But here's the other thing. Let me ask you a question, Sentry. If you are in an animal park and you see a lion, now, as much as you want to pet that lion, would you go up to it and pull its tail?
Fuck no.
Okay, yeah, and that's my point. So Jack, when she shows up outside of his house, he's not going to go outside. He doesn't want, because he doesn't know what's going to happen, which is fair. He's got a kid, he's got a wife, and he has a right to be concerned. So, but here's the thing: you created a channel basically pulling the lion's tail. Now, not every streamer on YouTube or personality that's on YouTube is going to react in that way. They may not do what she did. But you have to say to yourself as your own channel person, like I'm not going to go create a channel, no matter how much I may disagree with somebody else's channel. I'm not going to create an entire channel to try to poke that bear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some of that responsibility is on him. Like, and the good thing is nobody got hurt. Like, she didn't do anything really crazy outside of just show up. Right? It could have gone really bad.
Yeah.
And I have to say to myself, had something gone bad and like she hurt one of his family members, the child or the wife, like, would he feel any guilt about the stuff that led up to it? You know what I mean? Because I read a lot of the comments from people who support Jack Films, and they're like, "Well, he's doing the Lord's work. He's looking out for the little people on YouTube and making sure they're getting credit." And I'm like, that's nice and it's great, but there is two sides of that coin. Is that when you go to poke a bear, it better be one that's not willing to bite back. And like whether or not she thought that she apparently thought she didn't know what doxing was. I don't believe that for a minute. I know she knows what it fucking is, and I know she knows what she was doing. But I do think that Jack could have handled this a lot better than he did. And I think that he does share some responsibility, at least when it comes. It's one thing if it's just you. You know, if she shows up and you're a single guy, no big deal. Like, you know, it's just you have to look out for. But you have a wife and a kid.
Yeah.
So why would you put them at risk by doing something like this, even if you know she's crazy as fuck anyway? You know, she has history, as you said, she has history. So after seeing that, what are your thoughts on this whole thing with that?
I mean, like, man, because I've been so out of the loop with other YouTube personalities, even her. Like, I didn't even know she was still around, but it's like I'm just centered. Like, first, I'll just say I'm centered around just my crew, like you guys, the people I keep in contact with, that extended family and stuff. But other YouTubers, I couldn't care less, bro. I couldn't give two shits about anybody else. But as far as you asking me, what it's kind of they're kind of both at fault, man. I'm not gonna lie. They're both. I don't give a fuck if people are watching. I don't give a fuck what you think. You know, kiss my ass. I'm gonna say what I want. I think it was kind of like not right for what he did. You know, making fun of her, and it obviously was not fucking right at all. That she goes into his house and who knows what the fuck she could have done, or what she was thinking, or what she was planning. You know, so it's kind of like on both of them, but still, he's, like I said, if he, like somebody, like you said, one of the comments says, "Oh, he does the Lord's work." Well, I don't know, because I don't really watch his channel, but I'm just saying, trust me, if I did something like that and not expect anything, that's you can't just make fun of somebody, dedicate a whole YouTube channel to somebody making fun of, no matter who it is, and expect them to be happy about it, or expect them to be freaking jumping for joy about it. But her going to the next level of personal, which is like going to his house and all this shit. Like, man, if that was me, bro, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you that if that was me, dude, I would be like, what? You got a gun? So do I.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna hide in my house. You're gonna come to my front door. Okay, let me get my gun. I'll meet you outside.
Yeah,
The thing about this too is that people were telling him, because he was streaming at the time that she showed up, and people were telling him, like, dude, you should call the cops. Now, I don't know if he did or not, but he has the opportunity for legal recourse here. But I have yet to hear about him actually pressing charges. Like, it seems like so far, everyone that you see streaming about this, that's kind of like just pro him. The one thing they always mention is like, well, why isn't YouTube doing anything? Dude, YouTube is just a streaming platform. Like, if anything, if you want justice, get a hold of the authorities, have her charged, and get it done that way. Like, if you really felt threatened, that's the way to go about it. YouTube's not going to arrest her. Sure, you can try to get her deplatformed, but that's not really solving the problem. If she's fucking a lunatic, get the authorities involved. And I'm glad you kind of see what I'm trying to say here. Is like, I'm not shifting a majority of the blame on him, because he is just kind of making fun of her. But if you have a family to worry about, the last thing you want to do is start like fucking with somebody who might do something crazy like that. Like that's just dumb. Like, you have to use more common sense than that, And it's just crazy, man. Like, I don't understand. Like, so many people like want to kind of disregard his own behavior in this, and I'm like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you just have to be smarter about the way you go about things.
Well, I just want to add too, like, I mean, honestly, any real rational person with logic, who actually really thinks and actually can keep calm, and has a steady, legit mindset, then they wouldn't do something that stupid, But especially if somebody's making fun of you, shit like that. I mean, who knows how many fucking people make fun of my fucking channel? I don't even know. I don't even know who the fuck who doesn't. I don't know who doesn't like me. I don't know who doesn't care for me or whatever. But still, it's like he makes a channel making fun of somebody, and yet she reacted, which is. It makes sense, but I mean, any person, rational person. I'm saying somebody who really has to think about fucking consequences would not just go to somebody's house and try to and either try to threaten them or something like that. I mean, she would have really put herself in the fucking grinder if she would have been like actually using her phone and fucking streaming that shit that she's actually there.
She was actually.
Oh, and well. There you fucking go. He can use that. He can use that for fucking for a case. But then again, why isn't he? And then
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Everyone's so worried about I can't believe YouTube's defending her or keeping her platform. Like, dude, that's the last thing you need to be worried about. Like, if she's doing shit like that and it's against the law, call the cops. Like, if you're worried about your family, if that really terrified you, get the cops involved. Like, that's what you do. Well, that's why I said, like, I think either this is the biggest scam to try to get people to like hit their view counts up, which has been known to happen. People sometimes like collaborate. They could be enemies, but they say, hey, if we do this, we'll both get a lot of money out of this and a lot of views. And so like I just have to sit there. And here's the funny thing too.
There's these young influencers, right?
Oh yeah. You were telling me about that.
And it's all fake, but they have like boyfriend, girlfriend setups. They are like, it's all scripted. And this one woman, it's insane. This one woman was like running it all. And so it's not unheard of for shit to be scripted on YouTube. Like, these young influencers are under 18. But like the mother was forcing them to like be in a relationship with each other, and these are not even her kids,
right?
Kind of thing. So
yeah, well, you hit it on the head, Sentry. One thing that you brought up was our own channels. Like, we don't know who's talking about us or not. Like, so if someone pulls up this at some point and says, they have their own commentary about what we're talking about, they may not credit me, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. Like, it doesn't really bother me. Obviously, I'm not getting monetized, but I'm not too butthurt about it either. Like, the thing that was funny was up until recently when Moist Critical and them started covering it, I didn't know who the fuck either one of them was. Yeah. And so, like, I still don't care if she's got shitty reaction videos. It doesn't bother me. Like, my life will not change whether she's getting paid for shitty reactions or not. Yours is not going to change if she does. Just like Jack Films, whatever he's doing, it doesn't matter. Like, he could be a shitty YouTuber or a good one. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. So whenever someone takes it upon themselves to like insert themselves into, like, it just feels very obsessive on his part. Yeah. And like I said, he's targeting her because she's an easy target. Like, rather than, I just think it's kind of cowardly. You need to go and target YouTube. If you got the balls like you think you do, take on the head of the snake. They're the ones that you have the beef with. Just because she's exploiting the loophole that YouTube has given her doesn't mean that she's the one that's going to solve the problem. If you gotta fight, go fight YouTube. But we know why you won't. We just know why you won't. Because then your livelihood is gone. They'll ban your sorry ass, and then you'll have nothing. So we know why you don't do it, but that's the reality. But either way, it doesn't take away what she did. But like, again, if he's not going to go to the authorities, then why are you bitching? Because YouTube isn't going to do anything. She's making money for him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. And then it's like I said, man. I mean, like, of all people, Sniperwolf, I mean, the girl's probably like, what, 5 foot nothing and freaking 110 pounds, and like, I certainly don't see her as a threat. and a lot of people don't see her as a threat. So they don't see what happens if a guy, if any male who doesn't see a woman as a or see anybody as a threat, what are they gonna do? They're gonna pounce, just like bullying. It's kind of like bullying, but it's like, but she's also fucking, kind of fucking fucked in the head too, because that what this other guy was saying about all the shit she had done, and still YouTube has not set any consequences toward her. So it's like, I mean, it's like you said, bro. I don't give a fuck about the guy with Jack's Films. I don't give a fuck about Sniperwolf. I don't give a fuck about a lot of fucking YouTubers, because I mean, I got 500 other things going on in my life that are more important to me, and I wouldn't sure as hell worry about somebody talking about me, or saying that my fucking figure reviews are shitty, my movie reviews are shitty. I'm not entertaining enough, because I'm not fucking selling a part of my soul to fucking do it.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, but I'm like I said, just setting an example, man. It's to me, it's 50-50 on both ends, man. Yeah, she went to his house. Then he felt threatened. Well, yeah, anybody would feel threatened, motherfucker. If you feel threatened, get your fucking gun, tell her to fucking leave, put your cameras on, and then do that shit, or call the cops. First thing we do, a logical thing to do. Sorry, guys, a logical thing to do is call the cops. I got cameras, and I'd be first out. Somebody were to tell me, "Oh, I'm gonna threaten you. You gotta come over." Okay, motherfucker, I'll be waiting for you outside my front door with my fucking 9mm Ruger, fucking EC9. And if you want to fucking do something, go ahead and try to do it. But I'm just saying, the most logical thing to do is call the cops. So yeah, but it's like you say, man. It's 50-50. They're both in the wrong, but it's like you said, it could be a big ass ruse. It could be, hey, let's get more views. And because, man, sometimes views mean more to somebody or a freaking high stakes YouTuber than fucking anything else in the world, man. And that's just my opinion. But sometimes I see that some people give up their fucking soul just to fucking be a YouTuber, be famous, and I wouldn't fucking do that. But that's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, God forbid anyone shows up at your door, because they don't want none of that smoke, dude. You would just put such a hurting on them, you know what I mean? But yeah, the thing is, and we'll kind of just stop after this, go to our next topic. But at the end of the day, dude, like, I know there was this other chick. She has another channel. She was doing gaming for a while. It was a while back, and she had a guy that was harassing her. So she did two things. She went on she got in touch with YouTube about him stalking her or whatever, through chats and stuff. And then she got a lawyer. That's what you do. When someone is threatening you in some way, that's what you do. You go through legal means to get this person to stop.
Yep.
Jack Films could easily get like a restraining order and get the cops involved.
But why would he?
Well, he should, and that's the thing.
Because that's gonna.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, and that's why I wonder if this is just nothing more than to get some clicks, because everybody's talking about it. Moist Critical pointed to it. Everybody's talking about it.
Yep.
And it's just, maybe that's all it is, and then we're all falling for it. But either way, shit don't add up. Like, she's bad. I get it. She did the wrong thing. She should be deplatformed. She should be arrested. But at the end of the day, it's up to Jack Films to do the charging and get her charged instead of worrying about what YouTube's doing. Because YouTube, the hell, right now they're like happy as shit. They're like, oh, there's this war with Sniperwolf and Jack Films, and the clicks are just giving us the money.
Capitalism is a motherfucker, bro.
Yep. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about Diablo. So you obviously showed me the D3 earlier for PS3, which is cool. The D. The triple D.
I didn't know you guys were that close, but I forget about that picture in
I'm Big Russian Man.
The picture in
Big Russian Man.
The picture in
Oh yeah.
You laying on his bed.
Kissy face.
Uh-huh.
If you're wondering, that was referring to G-Fest this past July, which was, we don't talk about G-Fest. That was what stays in G-Fest stays there.
Yep, what happens at G-Fest stays in G-Fest.
Yeah. So Diablo 4 got released back in June. Struggled out the gates. I've had various videos talking about their problems and some of the stuff that I do like versus not. A lot of streamers talking about the bad stuff, obviously, but season 2 came out a couple days ago. I am playing season 2. I'm having a blast with it. My character's at level 53 right now, I think. So I'm kind of cruising along, having a good time. It's got a lot of cool things. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I'm going to show Sentry the trailer for it, see if it piques his interest, because maybe he'll enjoy. I do think it is for PS3, so let's get Sentry's thoughts after we see the trailer here.
Approach the throne. I am Seer of the Ancients, and you will serve.
Seek out Seer's army. Kill as many as you can. Stop them from bleeding our people.
You do not deserve the blood in your veins.
Fight, Wanderer! Leave no one behind!
Behold your lord, and beg forgiveness! One bite, and now you are mine.
Ooh, daddy like. Daddy like.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Obviously, season 2, we have what's called vampiric powers that we can use on top of our own skills. So I'm playing a frost sorcerer right now, and I have these vampiric skills that I can use to combat the armies of the evil that I'm fighting out there, and it's got a lot of cool things. I'll probably get more into it as I get more into the deeper into the game here, but I will say that it's a far bigger improvement than earlier. Like, they struggled with season 1. It wasn't very fun. I went to level 50 and stopped. There were some issues with leveling, experience given. Like, they were just still trying to figure out how much percentage of this and this to give you. Now resistances weren't even working up until season 2. They fixed that now, so now I have to go back and respec my Eternal Realm characters, so that I can not die from whatever cold, fire, or whatever, because I've been avoiding that since it wasn't doing anything anyway. So yeah, what are your thoughts outside of liking it? Is this something you think you're gonna get it by maybe?
I mean, it's very interesting because seeing it reminded me of of when I played Diablo 3, and it's like I like that kind of game, and I like the RPG. I like the being quests and campaigns, and doing some doing some, what's that shit called, just like surveying and exploring. Like, I like that stuff, but it's like, since I'm getting back into it, it looks really good, and I hear you can create your own character, like make them look how you want, just like anything. You can shape them however you want, and I saw that, and I was like, but fuck, man, that game is like goddamn fucking near fucking $60, and I'm like, shit. So I'm like, I don't. What do you play it for?
Uh-oh. Did I lose you? I think you froze. Oh no. Yeah, I think something happened. I don't know what. See if we can give him a few minutes to get back. Well, basically, season 2. like I said, they have a new quest line, so is basically is he back now? There he is. Yeah.
Okay. Was it me? Sorry, man. It was
Yeah, it's
me
all
on
right.
my
It's all right. Yeah, I think we just lost you for a minute. So you were going to ask me a question. What was it?
Do you play? Are you playing Diablo for Xbox or for PC?
PC. So yeah, I have
Oh,
Xbox
okay.
One, but it's old. So like until I can actually upgrade my system on console, I don't. Which is a problem because Mortal Kombat 1 will be coming out soon, and it's not going to be for PC until December. But it won't be on Xbox One. I think it's only PS4 or something like that. So because of the way technology and the graphics are now, you have to have a system that can actually handle it. Like it's just that's how the way it is, with games. And
Yeah. I
so
think.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think you would enjoy it though.
Yeah.
Playing. So do you not have a PS4? You just have PS3 or?
No, no, no. I have a PS5 and I have a Series X.
Okay, so it's PS5 now. I see. That's how far behind on consoles I am.
Yeah, I know. No, yeah, I got no. I mean, I'm thinking about it. I mean, if I can probably get it on a payment plan, then I probably will. But
Do you, when you have PS5, are you able to use Stream at all or no?
streaming?
Well, there's like this it's like a game system called Stream, and you can download games and play them. But I don't know if it's only for PC or not. I don't know if you can do it through consoles or not. I would
Well,
assume yes, but
I don't think so. I don't think so.
it's called Steam. Sorry, I said Stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't. Well, that's the thing too. I'm barely getting back into the world of gaming, so I'm still trying to adjust to the PS because I switch. I sometimes play my PS5 and then I play the X Series X, and then the only thing about Series X is I can only stream through Twitch, and I had just reactivated my Twitch account. And I'm gonna start experimenting on that. But I mean I don't care who watches, man. I just play it for fun. But it's
Well,
like
I think it'd be great because then I can come bother you while you're playing if you're gonna put your face on there.
oh no, man. It's like, well, that's
A
another
couple
thing
of
too.
times, a couple of times I saw you playing and streaming on YouTube, and I was like in the chat, and I'm like, "Oh, look who's up playing games!" And like, there's no comment, so it's like I'm just there by myself.
No, it gave me an option. I think it gives me an option if I can use a webcam for the PS5 because I can stream directly from PS5 to YouTube, but with Xbox Series X, I can only stream to Twitch, and then I think when I'm done Twitch, I can save it or I can share it on YouTube. But
Yeah,
it's like but I don't know, man. I actually like the fact that I don't have to put my freaking camera there. I just play, and I see comments when you guys comment. Like I can see them. I just can't. I can't.
can't stop to type it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't. I gotta, type it out. I mean, I gotta get one of those controllers where it has the little type thing on it. That little freaking notepad. But I just, I like. That's what I like about it. I like it because I don't have to show my face, and I just, play whatever this and that. And I see the comments, now. I mean, I have my phone with me. I'll text you guys and stuff. But that's what I like about it because I just play, and then I'm not like, and I keep dying, bro. Like I mean, who knows how many times in Castlevania I kept fucking dying. And I was like, people are like, fuck, people don't want to watch this motherfucker die. They want to watch him fucking actually beat a fucking boss or something. But
See, Neko disagrees because like I was telling her the same thing. Is like, I'm not like the greatest gamer in the world. I'm okay for what I do, but she says like, you should really get on Twitch and start streaming your games. I'm like, why? Like, I'm gonna probably die about 100 times. I was like, yeah, but that's funny. People will laugh at that. you
yeah.
know. So what have you been playing lately? I know I saw you, like you said, you were playing Castlevania, and you and I had done a review of the series on Nocturne the other couple weeks back.
Yeah.
So what have you been playing outside of Castlevania? Like which game was it you were playing in that series?
I was playing when I started that. I was playing Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, and then since it's October, it's spooky month. I started playing Super Castlevania 4 on my my PS5, which is I got the Castlevania collection, and it's the first one on. It's all the Nintendo versions, and then there's the Super Nintendo versions, and then there's a Japanese version. So I just wanted to play 4 because it reminds me, because it just nostalgic, brings back memories. So I started playing it, but I was very rusty, and I kept I kept dying on one fucking stage, and I just gave up after like an hour. And then I was like, okay, I'll get back to it. But I've been playing Castlevania, Ghost of Tsushima, and I've been playing God of War Ragnarok. I started that one already, and I also been playing this newer game called what do you call it? Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and it's kind of like a Castlevania style type of game, and those are the ones I've just been playing, man. And I'm just, like I said, it's October, so I'm playing like monster based, Swords and Sandals, Samurai Warriors, and God of War, stuff like that. So that's what I've been playing, man. I'm gonna add more probably before the end of the month. More Castlevania and some other games, and I also been adding Castlevania Lords of Shadow for my Xbox Series X, and I've been adding that one, but mostly just stuff that pertains to Halloween.
Yeah, I think when I played with a friend of mine, because he had a Nintendo and all that, he basically had Castlevania Symphony of Night, I think it was, and
Yeah,
that was a lot. That was a lot of fun to watch, like even play a little bit. So, is that part of the collection you have?
Yes, I have. I have almost all of them. I just don't. I don't. Actually, I have Rondo of Blood, but I have that on my Nintendo. Uh, and I have Castlevania Rondo of Blood. I have all the Castlevanias from the Game Boy Advanced era, which was like the early 2000s. I have Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, and then Aria of Sorrow, Castlevania Circle of the Moon, Castlevania Dracula X. I got a lot of them, man. Not all of them, but I have most of them.
Got my little Mr. Bigglesworth here.
Oh, is she up there with
Oh yeah, there you go.
Evil.
Yeah,
So,
I got
you mentioned Ghost of what?
the Ghost of Tsushima.
Is
It's
that the one with the wolf?
no. It's a Japanese it's a Japanese based game on when the Mongols or Mongolia wanted to invade and take over Japan, and the first stop was Tsushima Island, which is usually the first stop if anybody's sailing from. But this was like shit, bro. This was like feudal Japan. This was back in the freaking day, bro. Like historic back in the day, and very long game, very good game, very attuned to the history, sword fighting, ninja. Probably the birth of the mystery of the ninja. Maybe the start of the espionage and everything. But it's mostly samurai based, and just when the Mongols wanted to take over Japan.
Yeah, I did know. I did catch you one day. You were playing a Godzilla game. Which one was that? Because the
Oh yeah,
graphics awesome in that one.
yeah. That was Godzilla, the game for PS. It's a PS4 game, but you can if you have a PS5, you can play PS4 games on it. So it's a game that throw a shout out to my boy Jose Petran. He gave it to me as a gift because he doesn't have a PS5, and he's had this game almost brand new, the Godzilla game, for years, and he never been able to use it. So he gave it to me as a gift, and thank you, Primo, much appreciated, man. I still got your gift package, coming, man. Just give me some time, but yeah, it's a great
time.
Right. It's a great game, man. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of adjusting, learning. The configuration is very, very weird, and it's slow. It's a slow game. Godzilla's very slow, obviously, and you gotta learn how to play it first before you can really enjoy it. But I've been playing. I have it for PS3 too, but it's a good game, man. The graphics are great, but I'm barely starting on it, so.
So, any games that are coming up that you're looking out for or excited about?
So far, no. I know that our other boy from the Sci-Fi Society, Anthony, he's waiting for this one called, I think it's called Star something, Starfield.
Okay, that's out. Yeah, people have been playing that. Yeah.
Yes, Starfield. I was thinking of getting it because it kind of reminds me of Mass Effect, but I'm not very sure because I'm still, like I said, I'm saving up for Japan and
Yeah,
Christmas.
people say that game is bad and good, but it's like I noticed one person because I was just watching some reaction streams and apparently like because you get in a ship, you buy ships and you design ships and it's you go out in space and like but apparently like it's really kind of like even though it's not really real time, but let's say you're gonna fly to Saturn, right? Well, it's gonna take game time is like 7 hours at least, like to get there. So like you can probably set your autopilot on and then like come back later and it would be there. But apparently it really takes a long time for it to fly one end to the other. Now I don't know how accurate that is, but that's a lot of wasted time for a game, man. I'd rather be doing something.
Yeah, man. I mean, if that's another thing too. That's why I love retro because to me, sometimes the way video games are and the games, the configurations, the style of play, the way the button configuration, how to use certain things, it's getting to me more complicated. It's getting more complicated, and I miss like the PS2 days. I missed even the Nintendo days. I missed the Xbox 360 days, and everything was so basic and so easy. Now it's like it's becoming more complicated with like I said, the button configuration, how to use this, how to use that. There's so many buttons on a freaking remote control now, dude. I'm like, okay, this, and that. It took me like it's a good thing I had the surgery when I bought the PS5 and got Ghost of Tsushima and God of War because it took me at least like 2 or 3 days just to get used to the gameplay of God of War and Ghost. God of War was easier, but Ghost of Tsushima was a little more complicated. And I literally wanted to I literally just put out, dude. I had surgery, dude, and I literally wanted to. I just put my controller there and just like had to tell my brain, like, man, my fucking brain is fried with all this fucking shit right now.
Yeah, I saw people do that a little bit. Because some of the complaints about Diablo 4 was, oh, we don't have enough spells. Like right now there's like 4 or 5 that you can push on your keyboard and your mouse and stuff. And of course, one of the comparisons was this other game called Path of Exile, which has been out for like 10 or 11 years. And people are like, yeah, you got so many more options with spells. And I started playing it, and it's a nice enough game. But I noticed that like I have to jump around on my keyboard. Now, I'm not a bad typer, and so my memory about where the keys are isn't that bad. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, I don't want that. So when it comes to Diablo 4, I like it more simple. Just fix the certain things that I want, like better drops or whatever, and then we'll be good. Like I don't care about the fact that my build has like 4 or 5 buttons. Like it doesn't really bother me. Keep it simple that way and just let me do destruction. Let me go kick shit's ass. Like Diablo 3, you can go in and just lay waste to shit. That's what I want. That's all I want.
Yeah.
So some people though, they want the challenge of creating more elaborate builds and having more weapons at their disposal. I'm like, for me, I'm not worried about that, especially with the keyboard. Like, yeah.
See, that's harder. See, to me, man. PC gaming is even harder. So it's like, I give you props, dude, for freaking being able to play an RPG style game like that with a keyboard and a mouse, where I'm barely like being able to to use a freaking controller. I'm not. It's not that I'm not smart. It's not that I can't adapt. I can adapt to anything, but it's gonna take me some time to maybe like a whole month just to learn how to fucking play a PC game with a keyboard and a mouse, dude. It's gonna take me forever. Plus, my attention span. We both have ADD, bro. I mean ADHD, bro. So
yeah,
my attention span for video gaming is maybe about an hour tops, and I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, like even now, like I did play a pretty good time today because, like I said, I'm having a pretty good blast with season 2. But prior to that, when everybody else was kind of leaving the game and I was struggling to level up, I would still jump on for like an hour, even though I knew it was like a grind. I would just it's nice, it's easy. I don't have to put much thought into it. What were you saying, Neko? What you were just doing?
What do you mean?
Your voice.
Talking about. I'm just saying, you're such a fucking poser. You don't even have any fucking hotkeys set up on your keyboard, your shortcuts. You need to set up your shortcuts.
Her nerd voice. She always does this shit, making fun of
I
me.
just want something simple. I just want to go into a dungeon, do all sorts of shit.
Yeah, oh, fuck the gems. I just want the fucking uniques. Yeah.
Oh,
Give me the good shit. Keep it simple. Give me good shit. Like everyone like right, because like even now, like there's some streamers out there with Diablo 4 because now you can get a lot of legendary drops. Like it's dropping pretty well. They're already like, oh yeah, well, Blizzard's probably gonna nerf this to cut it back. I'm like, why? There's no reason to. Like, even though I can't use half of them because they're either lower item level or whatever, or don't match my build, like I still want them to drop because I still want the chance. Yes, exactly. So yeah, I mean, you have to figure out like down the road if you can set some money aside here and there if you're as long as you because the problem with Sentry people is that I love this dude so fucking much. But if you set aside $60 for a game, he'd probably spend it the next week on a new figurine where he had to add an extra $60 just to buy the figurine. Because every time he plans on doing something, I just turn around and the next 2 days later, he's like, oh, I had to do it, man. It's like it's a limited edition Gamera. I had to have it. So this guy over here, man, like he's probably got some of the best figurines you'll ever see. But man, I just laugh because every time it's like, I don't have that money, man. And next week, it's a new figurine.
Payment plan, bro. Payment plan. I got a lot of them on payment plan, man.
Easy payments.
Yeah, bro. Like here, I'll show it to you just to rub it in your face a little bit, bro. So.
Dude, it's so epic. Even with the fire hand.
Yep. So it's like, nah, but it's just, I mean, now, honestly, bro, I can't because I got Japan coming, dude, and I don't want to go. I don't want to make the same mistake I did at G Fest and go with very little money, man. So I have not touched anything. I have payment plans on a few that I'm already paying off, and I'm done with figure, bro, because it's at least got at least probably a grand's worth of collectibles here, bro. So it's like I'm like, okay, where am I gonna put all this shit, bro? When I get older, man, or sell it, nobody's gonna want to pay for it what it's really worth. So, but yeah, man.
Don't assume they won't, man. Like like I found out recently through Neko that even though I'm not making like a lot of money off of it, there's some old metal magazines that I've been collecting over the years that people were buying.
Oh wow.
So I don't know, my cat's going off the hook here. I think they're hungry, but oh, you did.
Well, I forgot. I don't know if I mentioned, but I sold one of my Playmates Mecha Godzilla 11-inch giant Mecha Godzilla for $50.
Oh wow, yeah.
And I only.
There's people out there that will buy it. Like you just have to find the right place to put online if and when you're ready. Like I wouldn't do anything now, obviously, but you said yourself at some point you're gonna have to start considering downsizing. But yeah, I wouldn't write it off that no one's gonna buy it because some of that stuff's worth a lot to somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I still have that special color SH Monster Arts King Ghidorah in my closet, bro.
Yeah, you can send that to my way anytime you want.
Oh, that's okay, man. Maybe a Christmas gift of it. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you for Christmas, bro. But it'll actually be just a card with a picture of it in there.
A little bubble wrap with a little photo in it.
Yeah, there you go.
It won't even be the whole thing. It's just gonna be the head of the dumb one that got his head cut off.
Kevin? Oh, I don't want to say Kevin, but yeah, Kevin.
Not Lambert, Kevin, just Kevin.
Yeah, not Lambert, not Kaiju goodness. Yeah, no.
So that will be about it for tonight. But obviously tomorrow you and I are at this again. We're going to be doing a review of Rise of the Lycans from the Underworld series.
Underworld, yes,
And
sir.
I believe is that 7 o'clock my time? Is that what we agreed upon? Is that is
Yeah.
that okay?
Yeah.
That's my time.
Yeah.
All
7 your time. I think it's 6. I think is it 7 my time, or is it, or we don't do, or
Well, 7 my time would be 5 your time.
okay? How about shit? You want to do?
What time works for you?
Yeah. Well, can we do 6 my
Your
time?
time? Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
that. It'd be 8
Okay.
o'clock
Yeah.
my time, like tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Same time. Same time we did. Same time we did this one.
Okay.
Cool.
You got anything else coming up on your channel? What's happening with sci-fi? I know you've been slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of besides the stream tomorrow, just a lot more gaming for Halloween, and I got a new addition. I got another fur baby, and they're both keeping me on my toes, and I got an appointment next week, and yeah, man. But besides that, just video gaming, and pretty much it. That's it so far, man. Just live stream gaming. That's it, pretty much.
What were you doing with some of those one-on-ones that you were doing?
Yeah, those the one probably that we're gonna do first is gonna be the one with me and you, which is also Dog Soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I let you know what day that was. Maybe on the 28th. I'd have to make. I don't know if it's a Friday or a Saturday. If you're available, if you're not doing anything else, we'll look up those days from the 28th or the 27th or 28th, which is probably a Saturday or a Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
So I'll let you know. See which day you're available. It'll probably be a Saturday, be better. But
okay.
Well, we'll get with you with that, and then we'll run that one, bro. First one-on-one series with the Sci Fi Sentry will be with Dog Soldiers, man.
And I'm
for
so
Halloween.
honored. I
Halloween.
get to be the first. I get to be first. Number one. Finally, I'm finally number one.
You were my first.
That's good.
Yeah.
As far as the Metal Tavern, obviously next Tuesday, Mr. Lambert from the entertainment headquarters and I will be doing another cinematic synergy focusing on 2006 Orang. It's an Asian horror film. So we'll be reviewing that. And then Friday, Neko and I will be interviewing Thrash Pondo Pons.
Yeah.
I like how she just yells in the middle of something. So yeah, we got another interview coming up with Thrash Pondo. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then after that, I have to kind of figure it out. But yeah, thank you, sir, for joining me tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad that someone came and hang out with me and do this. Appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow night. And just hang around a bit for the rest of you watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. If you have any comments about some of the stuff that we were talking about tonight, let it rip. I don't care as long as you're being somewhat civil. You can disagree with me and him if all you want, but just be civil about it. And then whatever. Yeah. Tell me what games you're playing. Maybe something I should check out. Maybe Sentry will check out. But for that, thank you for joining us tonight, and we will see you next time here on the Metal Tavern Radio Podcast.
Peace.
Just before you die.